on my floor. Welcome to another GB gameplay vid. What have we got today? Well, I'm upping the ante a little bit, just a little bit. I'm going to start playing some really cool stuff, and I'm switching to the Saturn today, as you can see. And what we've got is something that I have really fallen in love with, and never really experienced it during the day. You know, when it did come out, I can imagine it would have blown my boobs off. But here we are. Now, to your non-Japanese speaking chums out there, you probably don't know what the hell this is. Or you might do. The X might give it away. The Konami bit might also give it away. But what we've got here is Akumajou Dracula X, or, to put it another way, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Cue a round of applause from everybody there. Right, anyway, let's get down to business. Now, I have a save file which I've been sort of, you know, chopping away at. As you can see, I'm not doing so bad, 147% of the game. And I'm not going to play that because it would spoil your initial introduction to the series if you've never played it before. In fact, I'll just put in my pseudonym. Right. So as you can see, the Saturn version's got some bits and pieces to it that the PlayStation version doesn't. It's all in Japanese. Doesn't put you off though. Don't put me off. So I'm going to be Alucard, and I'm going to play. Now I've decided just to do a bit of just to sort of showcase the first, you know, bits and few minutes of it, sort of thing, I suppose. The intro, which can't be skipped, gutted. But I need you guys to, if you've never played this game before, I need you guys to see it. I need you guys to experience it. A lot of people argue that the PlayStation version is basically better. Well, it depends which way you sort of look at it. Graphically, yeah, it's a bit smoother. There's a little bit more to it, graphically speaking. However, the Saturn version's got a ton more content, and yeah, some of it isn't as good presentation-wise, but then again, gameplay-wise, it's right up there. And there's a lot of intricacies and story threads that are sort of hidden within the game. So the Saturn version gets a lot more kudos than the PlayStation game, and of course the PlayStation game did get a kind of English-speaking release. I believe it even got released in Europe as well. So there is that. But having said all that, I don't really care, because I'll tell you for why. This game stuffs the PlayStation version, it kicks it into touch. It ain't gonna come back out again. But you might disagree with me, I don't know, but we'll see. So we've all seen this stage before, right? And this is how the game starts. I wonder who that is. And there's just something, just that little bit better about the Japanese voice acting. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. It just feels just that little bit better. The Japanese voice actors, I mean the American or English or whatever you want to describe it, voice actors, they always tend to be sort of whingy and whiny for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that's an opinion for another video. But they always seem sort of misappropriated to the characters. Like you get squeaky women, and the woman doesn't look like a squeaky kind of American girl, right? And you know, you get those sort of like, I don't know, surfer American accents coming into it, and it's like it just sort of ruins it a little bit. The Japanese actors that they seem to get just seem to have something. This is going to take a long time. You actually play as a Lucard in the game. So I don't know why I'm Richter. I've forgotten it because I haven't played it for that long. Hang on. Let's skip into one of the other characters. Let's be one of the other characters. In fact, I'm at level 40. Let's just quickly show you that bit. So I've already run through the first sort of phase of the game, and then I'm just on the second phase of the game. I'll just quickly show you that because it'd be nice to. I'm not going to do too many spoilers and things like that because I want you guys to enjoy it. But basically, the world's upside down. I've got all these different abilities and stuff like that. I'll just quickly. So I mean, I've got some really cool shit. So. And I've even got like little fairies helping me and stuff like that. So it's classic 2D Castlevania, basically. And it bloody rocks. I just love it. I just think it's got everything that you would want. I mean, it's just laden with extra gear. It's got tons of fan service in there. I mean, if you look at the items and things like that, it's like a role-playing game as well. I mean, look at it. It's just brilliant. I just absolutely bloody love it. And you can add on like your different fairies. Well, not what do they call them? Familiars. You can add on your different familiars and stuff like that. And I mean, I already ran through the game once, and now the world's kind of spun upside down. So I'm not going to tell you why, but it is. But it is. And just to give you sort of a flavour of the scope of it. I mean, I'm only about halfway through the second phase. I mean, if you look at the map there, you'll see sort of the flashy bit is obviously where I am. And if you look, like, I don't know, maybe that area sort of in the middle, just below the circle there, just below the flash. That area there is huge. It must be 10 of 12 screens across, something like that. Maybe a bit less, maybe about 8 screens, something like that. So just give you the scope of the game. I mean, the game's huge. The game world's huge. The castle is amazingly big. And there's like there's extras in the Saturn version. There's extra rooms and stuff. And there's like RPG parts to it. There's kind of a Metroid thing going on where you've got to backtrack and stuff like that, which sounds a bit crap, but it's not, because it gives purpose to the grinding as well, because you're going to be grinding there as well. You get experience for killing the baddies. There's an absolute mountain of good stuff here. I mean, even if you're not a massive fan of platformers, there's something in there that's going to make you want to play. The extras and everything else. And just the music is unbelievably good. Fantastically good. I'm tempted to do a long play on this, but the thing is that it's going to be real difficult with my camera and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I'm making excuses there. But I love this game. More than I should, maybe, I don't know, but I still get a lot out of it. And it's a bit kind of disorientating because it's all upside down and stuff, but that's the game basically in a nutshell. It's basically let's have a look, because I haven't done, actually I'm gonna quickly, just before I call this a vid, what I might do is I'll start another game. Yeah, hurry up. Right, and then I'll be Maria. There we go. Have some of that, right? She doesn't have no extras or abilities and stuff like that. But the thing is that it might just give you a bit of a flavour of the game world, a bit easier. But I mean, the graphics, just everything about it is just beautiful. I mean, anyway, here's Maria, look. So this is right at the start of the game. I mean, just look at it, it's just gorgeous. Look at the parallax. And then you've got the classic Castlevania baddies. And it is what it is, and it's pretty good. And playing as Maria it's a bit of a it's kind of almost like a classic Castlevania experience, a bit like playing as Richter in the game, because there's no sort of RPG undertones really. You're just going back to classic sort of Castlevania gameplay. But the best bit about it is that you've got that exploration factor as well. Although admittedly you don't have the RPG undertones and things like that. But I mean, just look at it. It does what it's supposed to. If you're a Castlevania fan, you're going to dig this big time. So. And there's the classic Castlevania tune, sort of slightly remixed there. But yeah, I mean, this is just beautiful. I mean, this is what makes the Saturn game all the more appealing, really. And she plays quite well. Handles quite well. I've always been a bit of a fan of Alucard though. Right now we're loading in the next bit, so this will be like, I can't remember where this is. But as you can see, guys, what a game! You know, the Alchemy Laboratory. If you're a Castlevania fan, you owe it to yourselves to play this game. If you've ever played like the originals and things like that, whoa, 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 what's all this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Akumajou Dracula X, running on the Sega Saturn, and it's a classic. Please, guys, understand that the PlayStation game is great. It is a great game, but just you've got to get this game if you want to truly experience Castlevania properly. PlayStation's glossier. The PlayStation version's got a lot more gloss to it. It's a lot more instantly appealing, but the Saturn version's just got that little. It's just got that something. Do you know what I mean? It's just elevates it. It's got the extra content there, and it's a bit sloppier in certain areas, but it makes up for it by just being a bigger, more well-rounded experience. So that is why I've chosen to play on the Saturn. That is why you should be playing it on the Saturn, and that's it. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. I'm really grateful to you all for doing your thing. and commenting on my vids and tweeting me and all that rubbish. So I hope it continues. I'm loving what I'm doing at the moment. I'm getting a lot out of it, so hopefully you guys are experiencing that yourselves. All the best, guys. See you in a bit. Have a good one.